It's about Flazer, the motherfucking DJ, the only DJ who can fucking rap, aka Hippo Kasebed, aka Tsotsi and let Klass. You know how it goes. This is the episode of man. Wait. Yeah, I know we don't have to mention it. Episode blind. Episode blind. And I'm with the special, my favorite rap of all time. Khame Zeus DEUCE Band. But before I introduce Zeus DEUCE, I wanna give a shout out to our sponsors. These people have been carrying me through a lot. The classic podcast as a whole. Shout out to Simply Pub and Grill out in Mudipane. Like I always say, if it wasn't for Jordan, probably Ngobo say to Flazer Kemang. Probably Ngobo say to Classic Podcast Kemang. Shout out to Original Concept for the dope ass flyers, graphics. Shout out to Black Pixel, the man behind the lens. Black Pixel Creations. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Creative. So black so I give Black Pixel.
I feel like I need to defend them. Like,
don't. Shout out to DJ BOZA, man. Every fucking single day, every day. That's my best friend. Throughout the most. You know what I mean? So, Police Corner out in Malapa Crossing. If you want the Dunks, the Jordans, the Air Forces, whatever, the Tims, everything. Some I can't. I'm not gonna get a little tone. I want, make sure you go out Malapa Crossing, Obotana go to Police Corner, and she's opening another branch, go Game Seat, very soon. We'll mention the dates and things like that. So shout out to Tulis Corner. She's coming in hard. Say plastic black.
How kawara mo jori ni
but one of them puts our country. Flazer, piece on every fucking single time, every episode that piece. Shout out to Chef Paul, dog. Shout out to Chef Paul. Zeus never eats. I saw he eats. Hey, I want to say it's bro.
Wapele brayak.
Utikela twarele honyana. Shout out to Chef Paul. If you want the dope ass pizza, go out Kobuntleng. How do you shop on Taco Fifi by the 4-way? What about Chef Paul? Chicken, beef, Mexican chili, whatever. Chef Paul got you. Go out there and have the dope ass pizza ever in GC and BW. The one thing that I love about BW, 2025 we're coming for everything. We're building an empire. You get Classic Podcast, Chef Paul,
Zebras, AFCON, World Cup,
everything, dog. You know what I mean? So make sure you go to one thing, get the dope ass pizza ever. By the way, Kadi 20, April, we're going all roads leads to Maung. Maung. Reako pretty girls. We are going to have a good time. Pretty girls love
Is it pretty girls love piano Maung?
No, pretty girls loves Flazer and Classic Podcast.
Now do the pretty girls rock.
Kadi 20 April, all roads leads to Maung. We're going there, we'll be there. The Classic Podcast will be there. So make sure you go to Maung, purchase a ticket, make sure you go there and have a good time. The VIP ads will detail. So Pix it. We didn't say one kitchen. Get on it.
Yeah,
so
boy.
make sure that Haloko Maung, Oleka surrounding areas to Maung, make sure you go to Maung and have a good time. Rateberloko Maung Luna Gardens. you know, the VIP. You know, they have everything, the VIP packages, you know, the general tickets, everything. Make sure that April 2025. Pretty girls love good fucking music, you know?
Love it.
Yeah. And last but not least is the classic t-shirts merchandise. You know, I understand Lenalo Manale but our Flazer. Can't merchandise okay, merchandise okay. The merchandise is available. You know, the t-shirts are here, 300 pula. You know, and I understand that we're at mo winter rain. So I got to mo winter nyana. Make sure you order, you send your size and everything. Because I got some starts with the numbers, you know, the orange money and e-wallets and, you know, the accounts, everything. So on the winter merchandise or dijabokai, your sweaters, your hoodies, your jackets, your, you know, everything. So make sure that you talk to us so that we can make sure we talk to you. It's your boy Flazer, the only DJ who can rap. Hey, Zeus Deuce.
Only DJ who can rap. Only DJ who can ever kick it in the trap.
Yeah.
Only DJ who could probably bring it back. Only DJ who could probably try to get him sacked. Say so.
Morscom bloody shit. Radish.
This is a classic. 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 This is a classic.
You are now tuned into Classic Podcast with Flazer, aka Mr. Tsotsi with Klass, aka the only DJ who can rap.
It's your boy Flazer, the motherfucking DJ, the only DJ who can fucking rap, aka Mr. Tsotsi with Klass, aka Hipokasebel. And you know how it goes, my niggas. Another dope episode, and today I have a special guest. You know, I've followed this man for so many years. One of the biggest influencers in the game, especially in the hip hop scene. So, without further ado, let me introduce Jaime Zeus Bandu. Zeus Deuce.
Like what was similar like what's on Alice Apatabu Beach Nigara. Lindo Sabu Beach Nigara.
Thank you for pulling through, my G.
What's good, man?
How are you?
Chilling. That was a legit question. Do you endorse bitch niggerism?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But
no, it's okay. Just that is enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. No, I don't.
And you should ask your crew.
Yeah.
Like just
BOZA.
I get it. Let's support the bitch nigger. Anti-bitch niggering. I get it. Okay, yeah. Alright, that's what's up. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have a real nigga conversation.
Yeah.
An anti-bitch nigga campaign starts today. Let's go.
How are you, dog? You good?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm living, bro. Like I'm at peace. I'm at ease. I'm happy. And that's the most important thing that I think a lot of people underestimate or undervalue.
Yeah, the peace.
Yeah. The happiness, the joy.
So define happiness or peace for
I love that.
What's peace for you?
Peace for me starts with just the ability to not have my mind racing or my emotions racing. You know, to be in a space where I really feel like, you know, my feet are on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, 10 toes, you know, that everything I am feeling, I can hear.
Yeah.
You know, everything around me is clear to see, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what peace is to me.
Yeah. When your soul is happy.
Dude,
That's peace.
like soul, mind, body too.
Yeah.
Because I think people underestimate what the body does too for all of that. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm on the basketball court hooping and really having a good time, that's peace. 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, if not 8 rounds deep into the punching bag.
was about to go somewhere.
Boxing. Wow. Oh, that's not peace, that's war, bro. Hold up. So being on the punching bag, boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of the body element, that's peace for me.
That's peace for you. Yeah. I like it. You know, I feel like, you know, with every guest of mine that I invite here, we always talk about, you know, the background.
Yeah.
You know, where you schooled, where how it started, you know, shit like that. I feel like everybody knows who Zeus is.
I don't think so. The shit that I've been seeing, the shit that I've been hearing, they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
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 But the dumb shit is you talking like you know shit when you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we continue, before we address the elephant in the room.
Yes, sir.
Tell the classic viewers that
the pig in the room.
Who's Zeus? No, the classic viewers.
Yeah.
My viewers.
Yeah, I got you.
Who's Zeus? Where did Zeus go?
I was just correcting that. It's no elephant in the room, it's a pig in the room. Clear. Who Zeus Deuce is, I was born kwa Mahalape, 1986.
Wait.
Yeah.
I did research and then you're born in Soro.
That website got it wrong. I was born in Mahalape.
Oh yeah.
My mom is from Serowe.
Anytime that shit. It's from Mahalape, not Serowe.
Yeah. I was born in Mahalape. No, but Serowe still counts. I'm a central baby because my mom's side of the family is Serowe. Khotlago Chichana.
Oh yeah, probably hence why.
Yeah, Khotlago Chichana. So like the Kalanga Nwatu remixed roots run deep, right? And then Pops is from Tabala.
Where's Tabala?
Everybody always says that, and it irks me because I'm like, it's 40 Ks from Saroe, dog. You should know. Anyway, by the way, we've got a huge event now that everybody should know about. Tabala Meat Feast. That's actually performed there last year for the first time. It's hosted by a dude called Rama.
Yeah, no, the classic.
Yeah. So yeah, Tabala is the business. And let me say nonsense Hi ka re motho tsa motseng ga tlhaloganye dilo go tsa Tabala. Dog, stop playing, man.
Both are my pashalala.
Dog, stop playing, dog. Re tsa Tabala re say re tsa go ba go states mo sky kai. Ramo Australia no. Stop playing with Tabala, dog. Stop playing.
Yeah.
And then in terms of school, I started school Look and Learn was the daycare that I went to. I literally remember it because I used to pass it all the time on the A1. I grew up on KT's 100. I love that place to this day.
My mom used to work there.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. You see, you can't have no bitch nigga in you. What the fuck? Kill that bitch nigga endorsement shit.
Every time I get hit by that, when I'm with my friends, they go, I can only do that. So now, like close friends of mine, hey, how am I
But Thomas says in Central, people who've never been past debating, they get shocked when they get there. It's a whole new experience. Yeah. And then primary school, from Mahalape, we moved to Malapole. My mom was a school head back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, so from go, I was about to say Tsotsi, but Tsotsi was when we got to Malapole. It was Parwe, actually. Malapole, it was Parwe. Yeah.
Parwe.
Yeah, Parwe CJSS. Yeah, Mahalape. That's exactly what I said. Yeah. Like as in going towards on the road, Shoshung. Yeah, exactly. So that's where she was when I was born. And then we moved to Malapole, where she went to Tsotsi, where she was the school head.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up there. I started school, go Shepherd.
Yeah.
I think they still call it Shepherd today, right?
Where's Shepherd?
It used to be called Merriweather. Yeah, it was a very interesting school because later on in life, when I was a bit smarter, maybe it was standard 6, 7, social studies, Dr. Merriweather and his wife, who actually taught me when I was at that school, were missionaries.
Really?
Yeah, who came to Botswana. It's insane. So, yeah, Like, trust me, when I saw it and when I think about it now, I was like, shit, like, like I lived a part of our history.
Yeah,
in a weird kind of way, right? Yeah. And then we left Molapole. No, ke mogolo. Ke rutile ke missionary. It's insane, right? Or at least a missionary's wife.
John Cecil Rhodes, eh?
Wow, not that old, bro. Damn. It was like 93, bro. Like 94. Like, wow. So from there, we came to Gabs. Actually, I think we left Molapole about 92 because I remember 93 very vividly. Like, for me, it was like the beginning of something new, moving to the city, you know? I remember we stayed at a hotel for a week when we first came into town, and I think that's the first time I saw Mnet, you know?
Yeah.
So even in terms of just like seeing new media and all of that, that was a big moment in my life.
I get it back then, we're not, familiar with the media in terms of like Mnet.
Listen, there were 4
GBC.
Yes, there were 4 channels. You had CCV, you had TV1, which was like the Afrikaans thing, and then for some reason SABC3 never used to catch for us until we got the satellites.
Yeah,
like late 90s. Yeah, exactly. You know, so. I mean, it always blows my mind when I think about what media was then versus what media is today. Like this whole podcast phenomenon and hype. You know, it's a really fascinating thing. I mean, even whether you're talking music content or you're talking a series or film, these things used to be so much more precious and rare. You know what I mean? Staga, funny enough, is in the country right now, and I was having a conversation with him like about 2-3 weeks ago, and I ended up shooting a bit of the clip, and he talked about how, you know, for them back then, they would get a Source magazine was September, February, the following year.
Shit.
And
that late.
And those dudes who are getting the September edition, those are the dudes that are up on the latest, you know? You gotta love it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I say that just from a standpoint that I hope your audience, especially the younger generation really truly appreciate what it means to be so connected, to be so in touch with everything that's going on around the world.
Yeah, it becomes so much easier for Zusi Habuakaselo. You know, everybody can hear him.
You feel
just
me?
Like that. Hana Waimela the following year or what's a Source magazine or one a few months later.
I've heard that guys used to actually tape like NBA games. You'd watch like a Lakers Bulls game like 4 months later.
Yeah, the end one things, you know, shit like that.
Oh no, but N1 that's my generation. N1 mixtape. Yeah. Oh no, we were there for that.
Yeah.
That was on ESPN.
Yeah.
They had that. Like, we live in a time now where I'm up early morning watching the game live, you know, getting the same, well, not the same experience fully as the people at the arena, but in a lot of ways, you're seeing what they're seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's a really powerful thing that a lot of young people don't think about today. And if you think about what it can mean in terms of leveraging connectivity and communication versus motherfucker hell. That's the nigga who was laughing, right? I see.
Now let's talk about the music, because you've been talking about, you know, back then and now. In terms of music, what's the difference now? Like you know, that
that's a
back
good question.
then Nerizore ha Zusi odropa flip side diski ya go rekisiwa kwa setlhareng.com, and then now the digital you know market now.
That is
so
a
how
wonderful question.
Yeah, how
well done on that question. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Well done, because I'm here to inspire and speak to journalistic integrity more than anything else.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to hear you ask credible questions like that about the music.
Yeah.
The first major difference for me is that it used to be about the music. Today it's not really about the music.
Yeah.
Like back then it was about the single you take to radio, it was about your catalog, it was about your hits, you know, even your misses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was about, the conversation was centered on the music. Whereas today, the conversation is more around the personalities.
Yeah, the characters.
The characters, exactly. Whether they are calm, chilled, quiet characters, and by the way, those characters aren't appealing for the nonsense, for the circus, right? So those type of characters end up being swallowed up by the music space.
Yeah.
They go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Something very interesting the other day. I tripped up on Jackalas one time's freestyle. Yeah, RB2.
RB2. Yeah.
Beautiful. Enjoyed it, loved it, and I shared it.
Yeah.
People responded to it. The next day, Horror Algorithm is doing its thing. I know I get.
Yeah.
The next day, they put me on to Rockefeller's freestyle, where he's just. I love how he went from talking to his homie to right on cue, gritting on the beat.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. That was expert timing, right? Still with the drink in hand. I loved it. And then I ended up actually going to his song Matata. He's got a new song.
Yeah.
And for me, it was one of the most beautiful BW hip hop / Motsako songs I've ever heard. And it actually made me question myself, because I was like, wait a minute, I've heard this guy's name, I've seen him perform, and I enjoyed the performance. Yeah, I actually even went up to front row, enjoyed it, but I never really listened to him like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The boy's dope, huh? Don't wanna
so
lie to you.
dope.
The boy is dope.
Like, trust me, if you haven't heard Matata, go listen to it. I mean, I played it for Saki. If you know live music in Botswana, Saki is a bassist who just came back from Thailand. They've been gigging international with G and Zuziwe. And I was telling him, bruh, like, the lyrics are exceptional, the flow is exceptional, all of that, but the production, listen to the music on here. There's a piano line on that song.
Yeah.
Today, a song like that, I don't know how to put it, it'll fly under the radar because Rockefeller isn't some dramatic cat who's here talking shit or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, that is one of the most painful things that I see about where the music has gone to today.
Yeah, it's not about the
It's not about the actual music. It's just about clowning, it's about cloud chasing, it's about social media likes, right?
Yeah.
Which mean actual fuck all, because I tell people, dog, people will like a fucking car accident. Why do you think people stop and watch car accidents? You know what I mean? Is it because there's something good to see there?
Cloud chasing.
It's literally just to see drama. It's to see bullshit. You know what I mean?
I'm the first person to post that accident on Facebook.
Yes.
So people will, follow me, like, Flazer can postile, Zeus can postile. Hey, Rebone ka Zeus.
I'm the first to announce lesolele.
You get.
Another thing, and these things, ha re bua flag. Ha se setso sa rona.
Yeah.
Kore nkile ka makala ke bona kore le basu re palwa ke go batlotla.
Yeah.
Kind of like your bitch ass nigga who is here, you know what I mean? Like the kind of fuckery we see today, and it's just key, likes, key.
Yeah.
You fuckers who like that shit, who follow that shit and endorse that shit are a part of the fucking problem.
Yeah.
This is why I ask you, do you niggas endorse bitch niggerism? Because the way I see things right now, the world endorses bitch niggerism more than they endorse real niggerism.
Yeah.
So for me, it's about getting back to that. You know, this week was so refreshing because after all of those shares, all of a sudden people start hitting me up like, yo, please share my song, please share my song.
Yeah.
I ended up hearing amazing songs where I was like, man.
After sharing,
after Rockefeller, after Jackalas one time, there's a kid who's actually from Tabala, Atkins Music.
Shout out to Tabala, man. Tabala on the map now.
We out here. We out here. I feel like I should throw like a gang sign. Like let's make a T or something. Let's make a THA or something. Let's make a THA, bro. Like you feel me knocking. So you know this kid has a song called Dijo tsa Baholo. Bruh, and it's like some super fly R&B kind of dirty vibe.
Oh, no, yeah.
Have you heard it?
Yeah. No, how work did you start and then you talk about the R&B? Yeah, no. Oh, you are
Yes.
R&B ka Setswana. Yeah.
Dog, I need to take this kid to Brando. You know what I mean? Kind of Brando is the godfather of R&B and Setswana. When I was growing up, it was like, okay, we used to think that there was no way in hell you could make R&B sound good.
Setswana, yeah.
What's that song? Like, I'm not even gonna go. I'm just gonna do a Brando impersonation right now. Like, I'm a child.
Karekoko. Kima benisha mate. But look at the deal.
Salute, that's my goat. Brando, I love you, man. That's one of the most talented brothers to ever come out of this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you put him on radio, TV adverts, voiceovers, whatever,
He's an actor, radio presenter, voiceover artist, like recording artist, whatever. He's literally, to me, he's like Jamie Foxx on steroids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, I heard all this stuff and it gave me so much joy because for me, I always want to go back to the music.
Yeah.
I don't care about how many followers you have. I don't care about your likes. I care about your lyrical content. I care about your melody, your range, your pitch, your cadence, all the shit that matters as a vocalist. You know what I mean?
You gotta be a hyena.
You know what I mean? And vocalist to me doesn't just mean singers. Like rappers are vocalists.
Yeah.
If you're a real MC who understands the assignment, you get that your voice is half your instrument, even before we get to bars.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about the best rap voices. It's typically either the high-pitched guys like Ghostface, or the low-pitched guys like Method Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm giving Wu examples for a reason because, again, let's get back to the music. Let's get back to the essence of what it means to rap. And to get on because you rap well, not because you talk shit not because you're an asshole, not because you want to be fake controversial. Fuck all that shit.
Be poetic.
Let's hear your songs. Let's hear your albums. Let's see your performances.
Yeah.
That's the era.
At the end of the day, it's not about, how good you are on a disc or on a record or shit like that.
No, that's just one element.
Yeah.
And this is why, let's talk GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we said GOAT, we meant that you had all of the above. You were a dope freestyler. You wrote dope verses.
Yeah.
You wrote dope hooks, which means you write dope songs.
Yeah.
You have dope albums. You have dope performances. Yeah. You've got killer endorsements. You have maybe even some sense of community and social empowerment. You can transcend the hip hop space and jump into film or, hospitality or whatever. You know what I mean?
A package.
You are an entire fucking package.
Yeah.
That's what we call a GOAT. You see what I'm saying? That's why niggas like Hove we can respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why now Kendrick is in the GOAT conversation because he's done shit that no other hip hop nigga has done. There's no hip hop guy who had a great Super Bowl performance, who had like back-to-back album charts, charting albums the way he did. You know what I mean? So these are the things we're looking for. That's what makes you a GOAT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get back to that shit.
So all in all, what you're saying is enough with cloud chasing, with the likes and shares and shit like that.
Gimmick.
Let's get gimmicks. Yeah.
Fuck gimmick. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things. One thing that I feel like. And maybe part of the problem, like I said, is the audience. You know what I mean? We used to have audiences that were sharp, that knew their hip hop history.
Yeah.
That knew their musical history, that knew everybody from Stevie Wonder to Steve Kikan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they understood the connections between those artists. You know what I mean? We're at a point now where people don't even understand simple, basic history. They just feed off of narrative, social media.
Yeah.
Like I've been laughing at this thing, Zeus is out of retirement. what the fuck you talking about, bro? Last year I had 2 albums that were number 1 and 2 at the same time on Apple Music BW Hip Hop Countdown.
Yeah.
On their chart.
Yeah.
But whether it was Tswana Renaissance Art, it was War and Peace, this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They interchanged. There was a point where the one was number 1, the other one was
yeah.
Stop playing with me. Like literally, fucking seriously, stop playing with me. Like when I come here, I will talk music. I will talk Trenchcoat Mobbing. That was a great single that popped off last year.
Yeah.
Tsotsi was nominated for a Yama the year before. So what the fuck are you talking about talking retirement? It is a narrative.
Yeah.
I'm an NBA fan. Huge NBA fan. I told
Same
you,
here.
I get up for live games. Who's your favorite player?
Stephen.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Stephen.
Kyrie Irving. Handles God. Bruh. Don't play. So if you watch NBA, one thing you will notice is narratives drive the NBA.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's going to say James.
look at even LeBron as a narrative. What is the narrative around him? Right now, there's the huge issue around Stephen A. Smith and the bullshit he's been talking and how they want to factor Bronny in and now they want to question his fatherhood, all this shit. It's all narrative. Niggas will sit there and try question the guy who has the most fucking points in history.
Yeah.
Who's won 3 different, titles with 3 different teams. Niggas will question a guy who's played every fucking position. Like literally been registered officially.
Yeah.
The only player to play all 5 positions. Registered officially. And will try tell you, oh no, go this, go that.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? But that's where the world is today.
Yeah.
Merit is not good enough. Narrative is more powerful than merit. But fuck all y'all narratives.
But at the same time,
But let me get some ice in this bitch. yeah, say
but at the same time, this is the modern world, right?
Sure.
And it's all about labels.
Yeah.
It's all about
Noise. Clicks.
Noise.
Bait.
And people are trying to push numbers, especially when it comes to labels.
Yeah.
Like you've been saying, let's get back to the music, the bars, the rhythms, the flows, the metaphors, everything, mabon. So, but nowadays we have the rooms whereby the
streaming
phones,
farms,
shit like that, mabon.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be hard for us to go back because of that, because labels are trying to push Zeus, and he is the biggest in BW. He's the biggest hip-hop artist to ever come out of BW, because classic podcast.
Sure.
And it's going to be hard for us to go back there.
Yeah.
In terms of
Risky, only lady label owner, everybody wants could have been records, isn't it? I was fucking with you. Yeah. Listen, you those are great points. Again, journalistic points there. Trend analysis meets insight. Do
you feel like we'll ever go back there?
We will. The funny thing. What I find to be hilarious about fashion and trend is that there's always a time to reset. The shit goes off the rails at a certain point. People are wilding.
Yeah.
We lose the essence of what it was.
Yeah.
But trust you me, it's like what you might call it, GPS.
Yeah.
Recenter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's go back. Find the best route.
Yeah, you will lose your way and whatever, but trust you me, the opportunity to recenter is always there, and it will eventually be inevitable because of the fact that, I always used to joke and say, no matter how much champagne you drink, this is champagne music era.
That's a halas.
Yes, sir. No matter how much champagne you drink, no matter how great the bottle is, the reality is you must drink water at a certain point.
Yeah.
So for me, that's recentering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you think about all of the bitch nigger attitudes, the nonsense, the cloud chasing, all of that shit, what's going to happen is that somebody is going to come through and cut through all of that with purity, with authenticity, with credibility, with musicality. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's funny because I feel like in a lot of ways, that's what somebody like ATI represents for me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even,
shout out to ATI, by the way.
Huge
That's a goat. That's a goat.
That is a goat.
That's a goat.
That is a goat.
That's a goat.
I mean, I'll give you my new school goats right now.
Yeah.
ATI is def number one.
Yeah.
Especially when we talk about national footprint and what he embodies in terms of
Yeah.
It's a setso sa Motswana hela but botshelo ba Motswana.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
He's love that boy.
Yeah.
Genius boy. Genius. Straight up. And I don't use that word lightly when I give it to him, you know?
Yeah.
The other one is Vizo.
Vis-a-vis.
Don't play with Vizo, man.
Yeah.
Vizo, one of the things I love about Vizo is that a lot of you look at him like a new age rapper.
No, but Vizo, now I know Vizo from where it's come. Yeah, I know.
I remember Vizo when he was running with Young Slugs.
Back in Joburg.
Not even before Joburg, when they were kids, when they were in high school here, they had a track called, was it Fresh and Clean or something like that? Something like that, which popped off.
Yeah.
Like them boys had a heavy rotation song in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it was hard back then.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I think back to where he came from.
Auntie was young slugs.
No, my nigga Slugs is around, man. They're doing a bunch of other things, you know. Yeah, shout out his brother, William. Mad love for the homie. Yeah. You know, they are just incredible. Like, there's so much that we could say, but yeah, love to the family, no doubt.
Yeah.
But back to where Vizo comes from and his origins.
Yeah.
That for me make it so easy to understand why he is where he is today.
Yeah.
You know, he's a guy who understands MCing and hip hop culture from the very foundations of the elements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, we used to care about that shit. We used to step into ciphers and shit. We used to freestyle and battle and you know what I mean? Like, yo, we were about it. You know what I mean? And I know he lived a bit of that life.
Yeah.
Even before getting to the new age.
New age of, you know, vis-a-vis now.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the type of thing that to me is just like, it's a prerequisite if you're gonna be a legit, authentic artist, not even an MC, artist. You know what I mean? Because both those guys that I mentioned now, they have transcended the hip hop genre. I mean, and that's a key thing for me again as a GOAT. As a GOAT, you need to be able to cross over such that even people who aren't hip hop fans will vibe with your shit. I had Boma Griza back in the day telling me like, yo, dog, we saw you on Big Brother. We like what you do. We like who you are. You know what I mean? And to me, that warmed my heart. It meant everything. By the time we're bringing like Boma Hotela Queens into the mix and, you know, doing songs like back in the day that carry nostalgia, and they could relate to them. Game, set, match, you know what I mean? So these are the types of things, Dalen, what I like for me when it comes down to the qualities I'd love to see come back into the space. Are critical.
What's it? Going back to Boma Griza Babu, you know, Zeus from Big Brother.
I'll tell you what, I gotta tell this Big Brother story. Sorry. This one time, Keluku KT's deep central, you know?
Yeah.
This nigga hump on him and Zeus.
Komahalat. Yeah.
I'm talking about like maybe like an elderly man. He must have been like 60, 65 or something.
Shit.
He's like, Zeus, mana? I was never as defeated in my life as I was by that Bali's comment. I was like, bruh, like you were watching that shit like it was Champions League final, bro.
Only 65. Come on.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Big brother.
He was living vicariously through me.
Yeah.
So he wanted to hit.
If I was Zeus.
That shit crack.
From Big Brother up until today, what has fame taught you about yourself?
Woo. You're cooking today. Let him cook. Today you are the slogan. Slogan. You are the slogan.
Let him cook.
So, philosophically speaking,
yeah,
just like the trappings of fame, big warning to anybody, you know? Like, they say fame is a hell of a drug. Sometimes, no, straight up.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You got that, Rick James. I love that you caught my reference. I love that you caught the reference, dog. You see, now when you can catch cultural references and stuff, yes, this is how you become a complete human being.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you know, fame is ridiculous in a lot of ways. I think you go through different phases with it. You know, I think it's kind of like money in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like first time you get a big paycheck is not the same as maybe the fourth time you get that
paycheck,
big paycheck versus the 40th time. You know what I mean? I kind of got used to it. I think my best thing, what saved me in a lot of ways was blowing up young.
Yeah.
You know, which is weird because typically I feel like that's a danger. You know, it's a very dangerous thing to blow up when you're young.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah,
Facts.
especially when you're a teenager. Because I'm like somebody was saying the other day, teenagers are not necessarily, with all due respect to all the teenagers, I know there's a lot of sharp teenagers out there, but the average teenager is not in a position where they are well equipped to handle life fully.
Yeah.
Now imagine I'm 17 in Joburg for my first year.
Yeah, ne?
You know? So I think it first thing that fame taught me was to grow up fast. Because by the time I'm there, I'm already in a space where at least the Botswana kids know what, oh shit, that's that nigga who was on BOZA CT.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a single that's charted. He's got features. He works with Schizo.
Yeah.
And imagine
And
working with
Schizo's
Schizo.
the
Come
biggest,
on now. Come on, yo. Let's shut everything down and just do a daddy ski tribute. That's a real fucking goat.
Yeah.
That's
And
a nigga who defined
Yeah.
the definition of quiet.
Yeah.
Who was there for the building bricks of Galawa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you come when you walk onto campus with that kind of clout, it can be a dangerous thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think my first big thing was just handling that first phase and including the fact that people, or a lot of people, didn't care about all that shit the way that I thought they would.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Especially, I think, when I started now building relationships with like the international students.
Yeah.
South African students.
From, all over
Zimbabwe, all over the continent, Australian students who don't know you from shit, you know what I mean? So you're just another dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, I think varsity life was very humbling in a lot of ways because that's the time where I'm literally building my grind. I'm becoming very famous and starting to earn money beyond student allowance and all of that. But at the same time, it's showing me just how, man, this is just another grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had friends who would work part-time jobs, who would pay their own tuition, who were working like 3 part-time jobs and whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And as much as most people would look at what I do from like a glamorous standpoint, like especially once you start really getting on, once we started winning awards and collaborating and getting booked, doing the fun shows. But before that, it was literally to me just like, it's just a grind like any other. And I think I've adopted that mentality to a point, Dale, where it's humbled me such that I understand that I could easily be, if I wasn't rapping, maybe I could be a plumber or an accountant or a lawyer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't take away from the essence of who I am in the way that I understand myself, you know? And yeah, it grounds you in the most simplistic manner. Oh, family is another one. Yeah. I think family is so key because it's hilarious to me how even when I'd won awards, even when now I'm collaborating with Bojeba and Mega, and I've got some of my favorite artists from when I was a kid on speed dial, you know, crazy thing even now. And these are some of the things I appreciate. I was speaking to Cleo this morning, DJ Cleo, who's to me is just on another level, you know? Goat, bro. Like I tell people, this guy was running Kwaito House and
everything
hip-hop at the same time.
Yeah.
Like go from Escaleni to Pitch Black Afro, like come on, to Bricks. Stop playing, dog. You know. So we sent him vocals earlier in the year. There's a production he's gonna cook up around those vocals. You know? Because initially the beat that he sent, he ended up using. But yeah, I mean, just getting to a point I think where like your family. The people you meet, you know, even the icons. Because, I mean, imagine me trying to be a superstar on some ego shit.
Yeah.
It's humbling to be able to have a conversation with somebody like that. You know, somebody like that. Yeah. Exactly. The same way that it was humbling to me that Schizo was interested in my talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those types of things I think are very crucial to ground you as an artist.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here in Sarona Mall, and as you can see, Komarago, Remo Nest having a good time. As you can see, I'm an icon.
I gave
a
you
legend.
guys a freestyle earlier. Like you said, you can rap. So if I start a freestyle, you'll pick it up, right?
Later on.
They want to hear it? They want to hear it?
Not now. Wait. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Off the tippy top, I rip it, I'm the best. Yo, we kicking it live, boy. We chilling at the nest. I see niggas is depressed coming on podcast and talking about the fucking rest. No, tell them dudes they need a rest. Yo, tell them dudes they not the fucking best. Tell these dudes every time I stepped up and I expressed, I got a fucking couple of wars. Now you depressed, bitch. No, but I brought back too many rhymes. That's light work.
Well, out here in D-Nest, make sure you come through, have a good time. Babula from Pagelap until midnight.
Yes, sir.
If you want the cold-ass drinks, great-ass food, make sure you come to D-Nest and have a good time.
Do they really have great-ass food?
Yeah. You should check out the.
I will test you on that.
Yeah, you should check out the platter.
Okay, next time, like call the chef here. He said platter.
Yeah.
So what are the king? Ratobi and the samosa, the meatball.
Yeah. Yo, the boroso, the pork,
I want to see Botswana chefs with imagination, because the thing is, like, you see what I'm saying, dog? Like, come on. Dog, we did Jam for Brunch from, 2014 until, 2019. So I had a 5-year run where one of the main things I was dealing with was food. You know, I love food and beverage. And for me, that was one of the most interesting things about that business. So when I go to a restaurant, when I talk to a chef, whatever, yo, you better be about it, dog. You know what I mean? So I want to see a platter that does not have samosas or vors or meatballs. Like, I want to see a Tsotsi platter. Let me give huge shout out. There's a guy, we shot a reality series at the start of the year. It's called Black to Africa. I was producing and directing for the Botswana leg. It was basically a concept where 3 African Americans, funny enough, they're all from Detroit, came to Africa, and they were having different experiences in different cities. So they went to Ghana, they went to South Africa, and then they came to Botswana. And the very first night we had dinner protein na masa. The chef, I've got clips of this stuff. Like, please ask me to send you this.
No, definitely you should.
That guy put together the most beautiful spread, dijo tsa Setswana that I've ever seen. From Kuka Setswana to Lerotse, Jesus, Sorobe.
Yeah.
Yo, and it was so clean that like even I didn't notice at one point what daddy ke sorobe eish. Mfano wa Detroit ga jampilo gore re register sorobe so it's no, yeah, like, but it's funny because some of them actually do chow like intestines and stuff and all of that. But yeah, he wasn't about that.
Now me.
But yeah, you know, like guys like that to me are who we need to be speaking about. How to go about culinary excellence? Because dog, I'm not gonna fall for your kota chicken and chips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your burgers and stuff
dog.
like that.
Give me. I mean, I love that stuff. Cool, I can eat it.
Good,
like,
yeah.
but if you're seriously a restaurant that's about food,
give me your mohodus.
It doesn't just have to be mohori, it can be anything. All I'm saying is let it be creative, let it be real, genuine, good food.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's been a huge conversation with Botswana around how a lot of these restaurants don't actually even serve good food. A lot of them are just bars in disguise.
Yeah.
Or clubs in disguise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh! That was you. That was you. I never made no money laundering claims.
But anyway, today I'm sponsored by Classic Podcast. Classic Podcast. You know, obvious. $300. Shout out. Welcome home.
The brand did sell last week.
No, I only wear local.
Fresh.
Only.
Fresh. That's what's up.
Only.
That's what's up.
Gucci, but you know,
that's
if you want to sponsor Gucci, I'm here. You know, but
I'm with
this
you.
episode is strictly sponsored by Simply Pub and Grill. Hello, Mudipan and surrounding areas, man. Make sure you go out and have a good time. And yeah, Black Label event, having a good time. So make sure that you always pass by Simply Pub and Grill out in Mudipan and have a good fucking time. Feels here. Feels here. Finally. They should come to.
Oh wow.
No, not meaning it in a bad way.
Okay.
You know, there's I'm going to be blunt about it.
Yeah, say.
Mutumi.
Sure.
He was working go overview.
Okay.
And then, you know, it happened what happened about Kubi. Now he's here. Flazer Naliku. About Kubi. Now I'm here.
So basically, there's a Beef Eddie podcast there.
Fela Naliku. Now he's doing the sound engineering here. So I'm not saying it in a bad way.
By the way, let's clarify one thing. I said beef, but yo, you know Biggie Smalls' lyrics?
Yeah.
What's beef? Beef is when you need 2 gas to go to sleep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be an ICU. So don't call it beef until you're ready, right?
Yeah.
To land up in ICU.
Yeah.
Unless you're ready to punch back.
I want to ask you this, Ne. And before we continue.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about boxing now. Like I think about like right uppercut, left hook combination. Woo. Fucking lifting that face, lifting that. Woo.
Before that,
break a pussy lips. Shit.
Before that.
Sorry, say, go ahead.
I want to ask you this before we get, you know.
Yeah.
By
the way, before I was so wrong to say pussy because it's so derogatory that niggas want to try to use pussy as an insult. No. Dog, pussy is strong. Pussy is life. Pussy brought you into this world, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dog. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've fulfilled your purpose?
Beautiful.
Or are you still chasing something?
I love that. The fact that you even understand purpose-driven living, for me, is a wonderful thing. These are the types of things that I believe in, like legit. You know, I used to have a program called I Am. We ran it from about 2011 until 2015 or so. And the whole...
I am...
You remember? Well, Kumo was called... What's it called? MI or something like that. But it was kind of similar. Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. That's
we did I Am back in the day, and it was simply about purpose-driven living. And my thing, it actually came from a project that we did called Get Up and Go that the US Embassy had funded. Yeah. And then the song I did.
To chow money back because I heard one song was 20K.
Listen. So, that was even before we went on tour. So undervalued. You know, the song I did for that project was called I Am, because as much as it was about, you know, the drivers of HIV and AIDS, my big thing was just like, you know what, at that time we were treating it like we didn't have any kind of sense of self or responsibility that we could lock into or tap into, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, that song ended up like resonating so much with me as the person who wrote it, to a point where I created a program around it. Yeah. You know, with the help of people like Iteng Mohwasa, Salim, Blacksmith. Yeah. Oh man, Salim.
You know, a lot of people by Salim wa boxiade, ole wa.
No,
you know, the branding.
Let me take you back
before
to
that.
Salim wa peer educator. Him and a guy called Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. Yeah.
He's in Ireland now.
Yeah,
like,
no,
man, Johnson and... Like, in fact, Johnson was literally the backbone for our program.
Everything.
You know what I mean? It's crazy because I've met kids who were in that program who would tell me, I remember you coming to my school and this is what you did. One of the best, I'll call them alumni members, you know, is Twist from Maun.
Twist.
Yeah, her name. No, not the producer. You probably didn't get my nigga. Yeah, that's my nigga for real though. I've literally got a project at his space. Yeah. He produced Rodeo Radio City or War and Peace. This one. Yeah. So, Twist Dipuo, that's her surname, I think. That's the girl. And I'm on a flight one time. I think I was actually coming from Maun. And I open Botswana magazine, and then I see this spread about this girl who at a fashion show used like recycled material to make clothes, you know? And the crazy thing about it is, if I tell you what she did at the I Am session, like I literally remember it so vividly. We used to tell them to do this exercise at the end of the program where it was like, okay, cool. So now that you have a sense of who you are, what you want to do, you know, can you draw some images, visualize your life in the next 10 years or whatever? What do you want to see in your life, you know? She drew designs. She literally drew fashion designs. You know how they sketch fashion designs with like maybe the top part of the outfit, the bottom part of the outfit, the reverse. That's exactly what she did. So when I saw that, it blew me away, because I remember barely a week or two later, Johnson actually hit me up, was like, yo, that girl from Maum that time, she's in a fashion show, she's a designer now, you know? So yeah, those are some of the things that really fill me with joy. And when I think about, like, you know, the purpose that I was meant to live, you know, because I don't think my purpose was just to make music. In all honesty. And that's the thing that always annoys me when people are like, when you dropped the ball, bitch, did you catch the ball when you had a pass? Bitch, I'm the most awarded hip-hop artist in this country. Bitch, I got paid, bitch. Like, why you... Bitch, stop playing, bitch. Anyway, you know, when people say shit like that to me, it's like, yo, do you understand my purpose? Do you know my life? Do you know what I care for? Do you know my interests? Do you know my timelines? Because another thing that I feel like people don't understand is that purpose, to me, my purpose is not one thing. It keeps evolving, you know what I mean? So I'll use what I call my most important works to date as an example. I know a lot of my fans love Freshly Baked, Flipside. But you know what I think my most important musical work is? It's African Time. Because that was me getting to a point where I'm like, oh shit, you know what? If I'm an African hip hop artist, it can't just be because I'm in Africa. My narrative, the issues I speak to, must speak to broader African issues. And by the way, it's not like it was far-fetched or far removed from who I am day to day. You know what I mean? Like when I was in high school, I was listening to guys like Dead Prayers, you know what I mean? So I've been about it in terms of understanding, I don't have to say the identity issues in the music, you know, and even the history of it all. Like, I don't think I'd be so pro-black as an individual if it wasn't for hip-hop in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So going from recording, performing artist, kind of by the time of African Time being done now. Oh, by the way, let me actually go back a step. By the time Big Brother comes, I'm semi-tired of rapping. Yeah, I really don't want to rap. That's why by the time I come out of Big Brother, why do I drop Dancing Shoes? Yeah, because I wanted
that was a dope video, eh? Fuck.
That was a dope song. That song charted on charted on MTV House.
I'm just talking about the video because the video was top notch.
I appreciate it. Shout out Sheikah Olsen. Yo, shout out everybody that was in that video. But the crazy thing about it for me, as a reward for my boldness, was the simple fact that, you know what, this was accepted as a solid house song.
Yeah.
Like, I remember DJ Fresh talking about it at one time, and I laughed my ass off. I was like, wow, if I can get like one of the biggest house aficionados to buy into this. And by the way, I remember when Drake dropped, was that album, the house album? That's how sticky it gets and all that. I remember saying to niggas, we did this shit a decade ago, but we were not able to drop the full album again because of the environment we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you sit there and you think sometimes, fuck, Dr. Vomoma Banana, we are Ojile Grant back in the day, a 5 stain. Kaboma 98 or something.
Oh yeah.
And he kept saying, imagine if I would have got 500K. You know what I mean? Where would I be? Hey, big man can polare. I don't give international artist to fly and he can all about David. I love that shit, dog. Coming off the PJ.
To be Jesus.
Son, that stay away up private jet. Stop playing, bro.
But it's good to dream big, eh?
No, for real. But beyond dreaming, the reality is this. I'm a business graduate as well from undergrad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business is all about input, output.
Yeah.
We live in a country where people expect miracles. They expect output with no input. And this is kind of what takes me back to addressing the fuckery in a way. What I don't understand is for a nigga who, y'all didn't give me shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went out there, I ran with the shit. I brought you awards, put the country on the map.
And you did.
Stop playing, bro. Stop fucking playing, bro.
Yeah.
Is you fucking serious, bro? Hey, yo, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
Agarwar is not the elephant in the room, it's the pig in the room.
it's the pig.
Yeah.
That is a pig. That is a pig that wasn't raised well. That is a pig that doesn't understand decency. That's why the pig can fucking celebrate Botswana dying. I've never seen Botswana hello na le tlhaloganyo. Atletse sentle. Atletse sentle. A celebrate leso la motho.
Yeah.
And you motherfuckers kiki at that shit. Is you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
For those who don't know.
No. Let me tell you how it started. You think it started here?
No, but here it escalated even worse.
Let me tell you where it started.
Yeah.
Fucking Aussie F Teddy. Bitch ass nigga. The first time he started going off cussing me out. And this is after he was my fucking fan. That's why I literally put all that shit in the video before I started dropping that verse. That bitch is a fan.
Yeah.
Even here, he was talking like a fan. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? He was talking like a bitter fan. I don't understand. Love, hate, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was on the Cosbots board.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I sat on the Cosbots board, literally fighting for niggas' rights. The time I got into the Cosbots board was after Kita Kakanyabo Solo B. Kana Solo B literally gave himself a 6 million pula media monitoring tender. Ele chairman ya board.
Fuck.
Kora ele referee ka ha ele striker.
So why fail?
I go there na ask Malesio ya na kwate Mukudi.
Yeah.
So now I'm here trying to literally help niggas to say, yo, niggas, my deal na jewara. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get your shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for my hip hop guys. I literally would call these guys and say to them, yo, gents. I mean, I know I had this conversation with people like Bangu. Geez, you know, like with Scar, with so many people, like to say, niggas, you need to come and check Coast.
Yeah.
God, what a lot of people don't understand, an entity like Cosbots, funding, okay, but government kickstarted it when it started. But the revenue of that organization is royalties to the artists, to the member. So everything that pays salaries, that funds second opinions, to the lawyer, and I put that there for a reason.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it. All of that is your money as members. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
So I'm there telling niggas, yo, do the right shit. Next thing who print you I get to an early report, they can list there. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do with it. Yeah. The sitting allowance. I earned 25,000 pula. 25,000 pula. Go my dear gige one for sitting allowance, and niggas wanna bitch and moan gore ke ba jala madi. Akanya ke le kwa go lwantsha motho ele gore o hetsa go lutsela 6 million. Wow.
When I complain, I get 25,000.
Never mind the fact that I have to sit through at least 4 mandatory meetings quarterly. Board packing it everything from CEO's report to the different department heads to financial reports. You know what I mean? Like, yo, call these bitch ass niggas who out here making noise. Ask him to read a financial report. Do you understand what's going on there?
Yeah.
Do you understand the dynamics, man?
Yeah.
Like, I spent fucking 4 years in school, BCom, management and marketing, so that I can do shit like that to help you fucking dumbass.
So
you know
that
what
you
I mean?
can fucking eat.
Hey, it's cool. All right, let's move on, right?
Yeah.
So bitches don't understand, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I end up, all that bullshit. The shit culminates in a video where this bitch ass bum nigga is on the street talking shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Zeus, hey, fuck Zeus. Yeah, me believe fuck my fuck Musaidu, fuck his little cousin who died. He thought my niece was my cousin.
Oh yeah.
Ngwana motswana la ipona a roga motsadi, a roga mosadi, a roga ngwana o re tlogetse. Gore o mpolella wena gore kgosi ya go thamaga ke mang? Gore at this level, ha ile gore ga re gogagogane, ga re rogarogane, gore ke batla go bua le kgosi ya thamaga. Kare mo go mona tota motho santse o kgwatha la. And another thing that I want to clear as a myth, the narrative it's a masepara. I get it. One monolo o 33 kana ga to 36 somewhere there.
Yeah. 30 Kiwa June kadi 15 1991.
Akorire mmetso ho 1991.
33.
How the fuck are you calling a 33-year-old grown-ass man wana? Kana ke ntse to he le sa go le bana.
Yeah.
No, ke like tinyana ke mo libile at 30.
I think they were saying from that perspective.
No. But there's a difference. There's a difference between saying, "Hey, fun, don't fuck with little ladies, but are not on your level," and that's what a lot of people been saying.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that people can see this shit. You know what I mean? But to sit there and call a 33-year-old man wana, it's part of the reason why I feel like people have given him a free pass. So I want.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, Botswana, at your peril, excuse that shit at your fucking peril. Welcome. Because what's going to happen is that you've eroded all of the culture, all of these wonderful things we've been talking about.
Yeah.
All it is now. Yes, sis. You're fucking mood. Yes, sis. That's all you fucking know? That's legit. That's all the fuck you know. Niggas ball on my timeline. Hey man, his fans are more butthurt than he is.
Yeah.
Jesus. These butthurt bitches is on my timeline talking about. What do you say? What the one nigga say? Buddy bag. Oh, buddy bag. Hey, bitch. Yo, bitch ass nigga has one concept. Hey, Linyala my tweets. Look. Linyala my tweets. Linyala my tweets. No, I can write you 5 different beef tracks that have different concepts.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious, bruh? This nigga calls himself the best rapper in Africa. Nigga, this nigga doesn't even have 2-3 songs that all of Botswana knows. No, legit, give me 3 songs, national hits.
I think
No, I said give me 3 songs, national hits. There's no I think. Just give me an answer, like 3 songs.
the body bag 5.
Okay, 1 song. That was on radio. It crossed over. But said Banaba eat.
No.
It's making more prime time.
No, I get it.
Kiring, eka compita le kiring kirong. Kiring korong. Eka compita le imagination. Eka compita le gateng pina ga baksene. Ha go pala tlogela.
Man, I know what you just did.
No, I'm saying. I'm fucking saying. You motherfuckers is drunk and high. You bitches is high and drunk. Stop doing that to yourself. Because all you're gonna do is make us pull the receipts. Pull the fucking long list of receipts and shit on you. Oh, I can shit on niggas every day because you see, the problem is you bitches take fucking kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
You know, there was a point where I was ready to chop that bitch up. And then I saw him naked on the streets going insane. I was like, mo ipola. No, news true. Mo ikaleta. Hey. Mo ikaleta tabana. Kor hale bona, hale da, hale mo vibe, especially mo gista plakanya. What's that shit he was doing? Stop playing, bitch. Stop playing, bitch.
Going back to that, issue that escalated. Yeah. Zeus dropped the ball.
I sent you my CV, right?
Yeah.
I actually sent you 2 CVs and 2 profiles.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why there are that many of them is because I can't even fit all the shit I've achieved onto one.
Yeah.
Please, when you do this episode, I would love for you to just pull pop-ups and show what I've been doing since 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to just recap. I mean, if I was to talk about it, I'm just gonna sound like some vain asshole. If it means me standing up on this fucking table and blowing my own horn,
Yeah.
bitch, dog, I've got a double BCom, management and marketing. I've got a postgrad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did fellowships. Bruh, I did, like last year, I had my first film that I co-directed go out to the continent via Mzansi Magic.
Yeah.
Mokwalo, shout out 27
yeah.
Pictures, shout out Masoro Mwasa. That's my girl, love you, ma, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out, like, fucking the people I worked with for the Climate Change in Botswana docu-series.
Yeah.
That was an award-winning production, season 1, best research reporter from the Ministry of Knowledge, Communication, and Technology.
Yeah.
So, my nigga, I'm not even talking music anymore. We're way
past
beyond
that.
music. We're way beyond music. But what's funny is, for me, it's all hip-hop.
Yeah.
Because Jizza lectures or has lectured at places like Harvard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys like Will I Am have collaborated with big brands like Mercedes and IBM.
Yeah. Pharrell was
with Louis V.
Louis V.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
was Addy.
Stop playing, dog.
Just a whole lot. We could mention the whole bunch.
If your dumb ass thinks being a hip hop artist in 2025 is just dropping
Body bag.
Somebody bag. You're right. It's dumb, bruh.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. And you know what? It's one of the funniest things, if not the most tragic things. This nigga is so stupid listening to fans who egg him on.
Yeah.
They tell him, yeah, go, you the baddest. Keep going, dog. Shit. This boy, does he even have a degree? Does he?
FD.
Holy shit. Stop playing. Now that is fucking dropping the ball, bro. Sure. What a fail and discontinue. It's in FD, Brayak. No, the bitch been dead. That's the funny thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? So FD. So he has no qualifications. He has no fucking major music milestones. He has no fucking post-career options.
Yeah.
But he's out here telling you that I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Bitch! Hey man, I'm gone, dog. Like, it's been love, dog. It's been love, dog. I can't do this no more, dog.
Now, before we close it down.
All right, cool.
No. Before we close it down, because I you know, the production
Holy
is telling me that now we're chasing.
That's hilarious, dog.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Before we close it down, every time here in the Classic Podcast, there's a game that we always play.
Go ahead.
The pig in the room. Now it's time to take it down a notch.
Let's go.
And just play a mini game.
For sure.
Yeah. Kulichana or AKA.
Damn, both though. You can't do that to me.
Pick one.
No way.
If you don't, no, listen.
Yeah.
If you don't, you take a shot.
Yeah, bring the shot, dog. Fucking. No. Single shot. What you mean? No. Hold on. Two people. Listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
RIP to AKA.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Yo, somebody will clean it out, right? This one's for Mega. All right, cool. Let's go. Re-up. Now that one is for Mega, for my nigga for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. This one's for Cooley. Yeah.
Let's go. I love both them niggas, man. Cooley is instrumental, I think, especially not just as a member of Marafe, but as a solo Motswako artist who I feel like when it came down to crossing over to the mainstream, going beyond Jabba being the face of Motswako, Cooley took that shit and ran with it.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was thinking about it the other day when people were talking about the biggest debut albums and singles, and I was like, man, if you were around when Cooley dropped...
Lost in Time.
No. Twak Stickem as a single.
Yo, yeah.
Even before the album, just Twak Stickem.
Yeah.
Joburg went nuts, bro. Joburg couldn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
Like, I mean, we knew Cooley was dope. We knew Marafi, but it was like,
but.
And then Mega, come on. I don't gotta say shit about Mega, dog.
Okay, the second one, it's Real Mahosi or Mahosi.
And you know what's funny, right?
Don't explain. Please?
No, I gotta tell a story. This is the OG story.
Okay.
I was literally there. I remember seeing a bit of the fight downstairs from Yarna FM at Fairgrounds Mall when Cast was taking niggas on. Hey, people
don't know.
Cast.
And then re godile under Cast.
Sure.
In terms of music.
Cast exactly.
Yeah,
especially Muruti's first verse. Like, listen, Real Mahosi came with fire. I won't lie. They came so hard.
It's like 50 in the game, with many men, in the club.
For me, it was actually even like 50 with How to Rob an Industry nigga.
Yeah.
Like the way Real Mahosi pulled up.
Yeah.
But that verse.
Yeah.
That nigga was a fucking That guy was a fucking problem, I won't lie.
Yeah.
And for me it's kind of like a tie. It was one of those where lyrically, I won't lie, I gotta give it to Real Mahosi.
Yeah.
like that song.
Yeah.
But physically, and I think even in terms of like, I don't know if to say just the presence.
Yeah.
Cause the one thing that I respected about Tobo and my nigga Mello. By the way, Mello, shit, it's one of the best rappers, not even in the country.
Facts.
I feel like
Facts.
one of the best niggas
Facts.
rapping, period,
Facts.
right now.
And
Every verse.
I love
Every
that guy
verse.
so much.
Every verse.
I love that guy
Every verse.
so fucking much.
Every verse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So real Magos, your Magos.
No, for real. I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah. By the way, this is not Drink Champs, eh?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But what I see and what I need you to see as well is that a lot of this is anchored around divisiveness. You know what I mean? What a lot of people don't understand about people from my era is that, dog, like, I love Biggie and Pac. I love Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I mean? Like, it's a question of understanding what moment who is defining.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about either or.
Yeah. Ska or Oracle?
Okay, what is the parameter? What's the measure?
No, choose one, drop one.
Yeah, you get what I mean?
No,
but you
fuck DJ BOZA.
This shot I refuse. This shot I refuse because he's got me.
Or Oracle.
Yeah, take the shot. Because here's the thing. No,
DJ
hear me.
BOZA, this is not about you.
No, but
it's
hear me.
about Bhani.
Listen, hear me, right? The point is this. They're two different MCs.
Yeah.
If I want, like, I don't know how to put it, like a heavy lyricism, backpacker, fucking jewel dropping, that's aura. All day, every day. If I want a great rapper who connects with his audience, who understands the culture of his audience, his own culture, all of that shit, it's Ska.
Yeah.
So again, it's not an either or.
Pick one, choose one.
Nah, dog. Hey, give him the shot. Nah, give him the shot.
What
dog.
that you know how it hits? Priscilla K or Tato Jessica?
Okay, my exit for this one is gonna be Tato Jessica retired. So she says she's out. No, she says she's out. So
you
that's gonna be my excuse. Yeah. But yo, I love her. I love how bold she is, especially just in terms of her thinking.
Yeah.
And her free thinking. You know what I mean? And by the way, stop this shit, niggas, of like trying to dictate how people, and let me not say from people, women should think. It's fucking. It's cringe, dog.
Yeah.
Stop.
And guys, but anyway.
No.
No.
It's not even just about that. I'm very happy to address that too, because even that gave me serious chills. Because I was like, okay, here's one. Let me address the first situation first.
Yeah.
People I'll see her interactions at times.
Yeah.
And then niggas, she'll make a valid point, and then niggas will go and say, oh, that's why Palestinian nyalo. Wa peka nemon.
That's why Palestinian religion.
Wa peka nemon.
Wa peka nemon.
La peka nemon. But I would about peka. Like, dog. First and foremost, if we're in a free society, let people think how they want to think, believe what they want to think, believe. You know what I mean?
It's their opinion,
yeah,
dog.
motherfuck that. My nigga, an atheist shouldn't take shit away from your faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same way that a religious head shouldn't take shit from your atheism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But one thing that I've learned is that Christianity or Christian people, just the most.
I will not disagree with that. Because trust me, dog, I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy for me because I think I have a very weird, I don't know if to say religious perspective, where as much as I feel like I'm a very circular nigga, trust you me, I can be very deeply spiritual and religious. And not religious, not necessarily, I don't know if to say, pledging allegiance to one side of the equation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just wish people could fucking embrace variety, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got, I guess it depends on societies you've lived in. You know? If you've lived in South Africa, I lived in Joburg. And I still remember the first time we went to a club with a couple of my friends from Botswana. I think it was Monaco or something. And Monaco was still in Sandton at the time, funny enough. And I remember us seeing some two dudes kissing. And it tripped us out because we were just like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? This is not where we come from.
Yeah, that's not us.
But instantly, I think even back then, I already had a sense of, you know what? Like,
It's
freedom
them.
of choice, it's them.
It's them.
It's not me, so why should I
Them.
sit here? No, not even them on our inverted commas or on
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Them as in these are people we respect who have their own choice, who have their own life. You know what I mean? Because another thing that I find hilarious, the most fucking homophobic niggas be the most fucking down low niggas ever. It's weird as fuck. Yo, we seen the videos. Don't worry, I'll talk about that on You wanna talk smack to me?
Kanye or Jay?
No doubt, fucking Jay.
Jay.
Listen, Jay is the origin. Kanye should have been the legacy. He should have been, kinda Kanye was what Jay couldn't be in a lot of ways.
So what you're saying is that Jay is Zeus and then Kanye is Ozzy.
What? Listen, Kanye is a musical genius.
Yeah.
He's a producer on note.
Yeah.
He is a great rapper. He's won so many things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could never be Ozzy. Or Ozzy could never be Kanye, right? But here's what's interesting. The only similarity.
I was talking about the character.
Hey, I like that you come back. Oh, look at you bringing back your journalistic intelligence. That's what's up. You see, here's the thing. The only fucking similarity is that dude honestly believes he's a genius on that level.
Yeah.
That will allow him to talk shit on that level. And somehow, this fucking society, which is Botswana, allowed that shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether the guy kana one ampola the other day. I better analysis saying one our dog. This nigga doesn't even have one nomination, and a continental award. Do you know how many Channel O nominations I've had in my life?
I know.
Not awards, nominations.
I get it, there's a difference between being nominated and
I've won 2 Channel O awards, right?
Yeah.
But do you know how many nominations I've had?
Music,
Best hip hop?
And best hip hop.
No, it was actually best hip hop for Gijima.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Woo!
Son, I'm coming at you.
Bre!
If I catch you, I'ma smash.
Niggas can't still touch that shit. Tell your boy to give me a song as big as that shit. Come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Shit. But anyway, so there's the elements of the songs and what, right?
Yeah.
That's What's Up wasn't even a hip hop award. That award was actually Best Male.
Oh yeah.
Best Male African Video.
Yeah.
Bro, African.
No, I've got that. I'll send you pictures. Like
It was Zeus featuring AKA and
featuring Stogie.
Stogie T. But
Best
before that
Male African
was
Video.
to me in the volume, right? Before
Yeah, exactly.
Stogie, yeah.
Like I sit there and I wonder how many hip hop songs won Best Male. Because I'm sure in my head, I remember even that time I didn't go to those awards because I was booked elsewhere, and I remember thinking, nah, we're not gonna win this. You know, even the funny thing is, even the first one.
Yeah.
And this is where again, let's talk Best Rapper in Africa title, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who I beat out in that first fucking category?
Who?
M.I. If you know Nigerian hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah.
M.I. I beat out my nigga, my fucking mentor, Double HP.
Yeah.
He was in that category.
Yeah.
When I won Best Hip Hop at
Shit.
the Channel O Awards 2009. I beat out fucking, wait for it, Pro Kid.
Bona, Dines to haladi flower rao. Haladi flower
No,
rao.
fuck your flowers. No, fuck your flowers.
Okay, why are the
Flowers are
roses?
fake.
Why are the roses?
Flowers are fake.
Why are the roses?
Because when bitch niggas come here and show their ass in public like they love to do, you fucking kiki for them. So fuck your flowers. My nigga, I've got my own garden. I've got a hilltop view. I've got a hilltop view. You know what I'm saying? I've got my own garden. Like, I'm
Garden of
good.
Eden, eh?
Yeah, my nigga. Got like, I believe you. You know what I mean? He enjoyable property owner. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that shit,
Yeah.
boy. Fuck.
The last, yeah. It's a dope episode. We're dragging it out.
Goddamn, goddamn.
Yeah. Last 4
Listen.
questions, eh?
You said last for what? Like,
No. We're done with the game. Here are the last 4 questions, yeah? Who's that one artist you'd love to collaborate with? Dead or alive?
thank you. I love that question. I'm going to focus just
Dead
on
or
new
alive.
talent because one of the things that I've been feeling after this week, I talked about listening to a lot of new
Klass,
shit. Yeah.
you know, that
I'm just going to
Rockefeller.
like forget my legends, forget the people I love, forget Nas and all them
Jigga,
niggas.
you know, shit
nah,
like that,
forget
yeah.
them niggas. The people I want to talk about today are the people I feel like you guys need to be fucking putting a spotlight on.
I
You
did.
know?
He was here last week.
Dope. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Credit. So you're not just platforming bitch niggas. I love it. Upgrade. Let me upgrade you.
Yeah.
So Jakalas, I'm so glad. Woo, boy. And I love the ease with which he does it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Beautiful.
Even the beat selection. One thing that I love about him is the beat
When
selection.
you talk about beat selection, there's a song called Matata.
By Rockefeller.
My God, guys, I saw the visualizer 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like from the time I saw that visualizer, I played it back, I think about 10, 15 times, the visualizer.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Like, I can't put this on a playlist or whatever. Let me check if the streaming platforms have it.
Yeah.
I go to Apple Music. Apple Music has it. Surround sound, stereo. It is the best fucking Motswako song I've heard since like Romanna. I was telling somebody, it gave me that kind of Romanna energy. Cause like I remember hearing Romanna for the first time. Drama was special, man. Like we're coming from his memorial, well, not memorial service, but tombstone unveiling this morning, you know? I actually couldn't go to Muchiri because I came for
to the
this.
part, yeah.
I was just at his crib. But I love Drama, man. Like that kid was special. He was fucking special, right?
Yeah.
And another thing that pisses me off, your bitch ass pig shit bag was busy trying to disrespect dude.
Yeah.
Hey, your flowers are here.
Nah, I
Not giving you your flowers,
love,
bro.
love, bro. It's all love, it's all love. No, it's cool. It's a bottle. It's a bottle. Love. Just the dude. I appreciate you, bro. No, but check it out. No,
Shout out to D-Nez, dog.
No, but check it out, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas can't be getting overexcited like that, like over a bottle, dog.
Nah. It's beyond that.
Okay, all right, cool.
It's beyond
All right,
that.
love.
It's beyond
I
that.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out D-Nez, they the best. Yeah. But let me tell you, go back and look at all that bitch ass niggas. Go back and look at all the footage before Drama and Sasa passed.
Yeah.
And look at what the boy was saying.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
That is a bitch ass nigga that is so fake that he can't even stand 10 toes on the positions he took.
Yeah.
Because now everybody understands, oh shit, those were icons.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Botswana, I get to be noticed once you're gone.
Yeah.
Right?
What tried to give you your flowers?
Yeah,
for
we notice once you're gone.
Yeah.
And then now,
Zeus was the best.
you feel me knocking?
Yeah.
Trust me. I know that little pussy. No.
Not pussy.
Asshole. We agreed what a pussy is beautiful. We're never gonna disrespect
Yeah.
pussy. That asshole, that's a dirty fucking shit fucking hole, right?
Yeah.
That asshole, the minute I'm gone, just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch. It probably wouldn't take not even a month or two for the boy to start changing his song like, oh, that was one of the greatest fucking rappers. That was one of the greatest fucking artists.
Facts.
That is a shit
Facts.
bag.
Facts.
That is a shit bag. Don't ever listen to that shit bag. Listen, if this nigga was anywhere else but Botswana, he would have long been canceled. That's the crazy thing. How the fuck do you disrespect the dead? It's disgusting, dog.
Yeah. So answer me now.
Disgusting.
Who's that one artist?
on the streets. Look at your dudes.
So answer me now.
Yeah.
Who's that one artist you'd love to collaborate with?
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give you
Just
the best
one.
5.
No, just one.
No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna use this moment to plug all of the people who I enjoyed this past week, who shared amazing music.
Yeah.
I talked about Klass one time after the Freestyle RB2.
Yeah. You talked about
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
And check out that new song Matata.
And both of them, Both of them, they're from Muchudi.
I'm sorry, you know what's funny, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've kind of become an honorary citizen of Razi just because of buying property not too far, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, Razi, don't sleep on Razi, dog.
Yeah.
Like, my niggas like SF Maratsaka, Cornerstone.
Yeah.
So I got my nigga Tesh managing talent out there. Trust me, dog. Like, that's an area that's cooking. But I hear you. Melo's Omuchidile and I get.
Not sure.
I think Melo is the
not sure.
confirmed, but I think Botswana.
Yeah.
No, if you say so, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah. I'm not even gonna battle that right now. I'll give you that. Hey, Tavala Seroeleka. Okay, so go Tavala, the guy that sent amazing music this week. His name is Atkins Music.
Yeah. You talked about it.
Oh, he's so brilliant. There's a song called like I mentioned, that I think is honestly
R&B nigga,
honestly, if people give that a chance, I feel like it can be like
the next
a top
big thing
5
in
song
Beat
for this year in Botswana, right? Okay, so yeah. It's crazy that we don't. I remixed Catch Me If You Can. I got on the Catch Me If You Can remix, that's all. But I've never actually done a song with him. It's kind of crazy because I remember a time where he wanted to do a track. I think Nella Kwabo Pola Yamoto.
Oh yeah, Catch Me If You Can.
The remix. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
I'd love to work with him again. I won't lie, back then, I never used to get it. Like, especially Pola Yamoto time, I was just like, yo, dog.
What the fuck is this?
You know what I'm saying? And the whole Satanism element.
Yeah.
And the Satanism element. I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't know if I can vibe with this, you know?
You gave me Klass one time. You gave me Rockefeller. You gave me
Atkins Music. Okay.
2 more left. Oscar 2 more left.
I told anybody. I just want us to profile upcoming. Ooh. I'm gonna include them in upcoming, but these guys I think are really already well established, at least in niche markets, right? There's a guy called Nizza. You know Nizza?
No.
Goddamn. See, this is where I say niggas need to start focusing the journalism on music.
Yeah.
Because if it was about music and not drama, you would know Nizza already.
Yeah.
Nizza is one of the first young MCs I ever saw play with a hip hop band.
Yeah.
This guy came to open mic, go jam for Brunch. A band. His band included niggas like Stretch. I don't know if you know Stretch.
Yeah, I know Stretch. Yeah.
That's another very talented artist. Don't play with Stretch.
Big time.
We've actually got a song with me, him, and Scott.
Boy.
People like it. Go like dash more than anything. But yeah, I would definitely include Nizza in there.
4th.
Yeah, that's the 4th, right?
Yeah.
My last, and this is not in any particular order, because if this was in any order, this nigga would be one of the first dudes I mentioned. There's a guy called O-Star.
O-Star.
Woo. Listen, we used to call him Owie back in the day. Everybody who's close to him calls him Owie.
Yeah.
You're an OG nigga like me who comes back from the 90s.
Isn't Dr. Tawanda?
No, not Dr. Tawanda. Yo, but love for Dr. Tawanda, man. That's a very talented dude. And I heard he's got an accident and needs to be recovering and whatever. So we loved him. Get well soon, bro.
Orange man.
Yeah. Respect. This kid is incredible. His name is O-Star. He's got an album called African as Fuck.
African as Fuck.
Yeah, it's called African as Fuck, AAF. Check out that album. I've actually got 2 collabos with him on that album.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I tell people, go how tlhaloganya hip hop, especially as a core.
Yeah.
Globally.
Yeah.
Whether we're going to New Jersey or to
Detroit,
Berlin or anywhere, you know what I mean? Anywhere. Forget the US. How to get it? Whether from the US to
South Africa,
Germany to South Africa.
Australia, UK,
boy, That's an MC.
Yeah.
And when you talk about shit like that, like, funny enough, I'm remembering something that the dude who was talking about how Ozzy F. Teddy doesn't even have one continental nomination. He talked about the battle MCs.
Yeah.
And I think I should mention this too. He talked about Cox. He talked about Blaine. These guys have battled internationally. Blaine is one combo. Yeah. No. Blaine and Shay is another combo.
You are talking about the same
Blaine from Blaine and Shay. That is one of the deadliest battle MCs you'll ever fucking come across in the, not even in this country, in the world.
I know him.
He's a surgeon, bro. He's like, you know, and this is the thing that I always find hilarious. Smart, huh? I don't think niggas understand that even for me. Like, I think niggas think because I've had hits, my life is nice or whatever, that I don't watch battle rap. I don't understand battle rap surgery. Do you know what was one of the first things I did when I got to Joburg?
Yeah.
I went to fucking Sprite Rap Activity Jam.
Yeah.
YFM. And I fucking won that week.
You've done a freestyle with Casper in your vest.
Man,
people don't fucking know that.
Listen, like, the Casper thing is funny to me because I'm like, yo, that wasn't even a battle.
Yeah,
that was just me kicking rhymes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hilarious how people thought it was a battle just because
it wasn't a battle.
Because whatever happened,
choke,
or whatever.
Choke.
Hey man, I got too much love and respect for my G to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the reality is this. Stop playing.
Yeah. No,
Stop
wait.
playing.
Sit down.
Oh, we're done. What are we doing?
Wait. When was the last time you said I love you?
This morning. To Aja.
Okay.
I love Aja. She's the best.
When was the last time you went to church?
Oh shit, church is hard for me, I won't lie. Like, church is very hard, especially like because church tends to evoke right now memories of my niece's memorial service.
Yeah.
So I won't lie, I struggle in church. Like, it's been a while since I've sat through a whole church service.
Yeah.
The closest I feel like has been like pastors at weddings or funerals or whatever. But it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, like grief is hard, dog. You know what I mean?
No,
and that's why for me right now, I need this bitch ass nigga to understand. Like, I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I try to play the bigger man. I try to let you have your moment or whatever it is. You keep playing with me.
Let me give you 15 minutes of fame.
My family was in the middle of grief of losing our princess when this bitch started this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need nigga to understand that, bruh, if you really want to go there, you're dealing with somebody who's been through the fucking worst.
Yeah.
The worst, bruh. You think your little curses can hurt me?
Through the worst.
Nigga, I've been to hell and back.
Yeah.
Bitch.
The last one before we close it down. If you're given one chance to speak to the younger you, what would you say?
Woo, I love that. My younger version.
Yeah.
I tell him just do you, bro. I tell him do everything you intend on doing. You're good. You good. You good. Like, it's I don't know how to explain this. If you really want to know how real this shit is, I wish you could speak to people who I went to primary school with.
Yeah.
Some of the most famous people I went to primary school with. DJ Kells.
Yeah.
I was in standard 2, 3. I think from standard 3 up to 6 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Standard 3 to 6, I was in the same class as DJ Kells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Galebo Hababit.
Yeah.
Gababite.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. And then I actually saw her pass earlier here.
Yeah. I saw him. Yeah.
No, not him, but Miss Kells.
Miss Kells.
Kelly Ramputra. She was the station manager for Yarona FM back in the day. Yeah. I think she's heading up, what's this thing called now? UB Radio or something like that. Yeah. So Kelly, we were in class together. And funny fact, one of my first best friends, Nelson, was her brother or cousin or something. Yeah. So yeah, like those are people who know me from when I was literally in standard 3, 4. You know what I mean? They can tell you about my personality.
Yeah.
We used to talk about MC Hammer songs and all of that shit with DJ Kells.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Yeah.
I'm not even bullshitting you. We were locked in since yay high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Funny enough, today at Drama Boy's memorial at the tombstone unveiling.
Yeah.
Honorable Maipilo Putin mentioned how we went to school together.
Yeah.
Because she not actually.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to get a perspective of who I was in varsity, people like that can tell you know? Stop playing with me, dog. Like, I've been this nigga my whole life, you know what I mean? And this is why I don't understand when niggas want to hate on it or all of that shit, you know what I mean? Work on yourself, bro. That's all. Listen,
one of the best events ever.
Jam for Brunch. Yeah.
And then can you turn it into, Jay has sunset sessions. I think of doing that because the first time I saw Frost perform live.
Yeah, was at Jam for Brunch. Yeah, I know. Listen,
for those who didn't hear, BOZA Are, because he doesn't have a mic. Are Zeus is Jam for Brunch coming back? Then I wanted to ask this question. Reason that I feel like it's the first event. Yeah, the gardening. It introduced things.
Yes.
You know, there's gardening, the chilling, you know, life permits, shit like that. So,
First thing, we shout out Basadi Dibela, we shout out Zendila Ramekwa, founders. I joined them from the second event, and I'll tell you this, you know, it shocks me how sometimes niggas want to act like Jam for Brunch didn't pioneer. Jam for Brunch was a game changer.
Facts.
Again, this is one of those things where I'm like, yo, my nigga, if you are a real GOAT, your impact is going to be beyond just the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got impact in events and shit. So, listen. The reality is this. Once you get to a point where you have to make business sense of things, you know?
Yeah.
Value has to be well configured.
Yeah.
You know, I think the biggest problem is that Botswana, we want, like I said earlier, we want outputs with no input.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if Jam for Brunch is to come back the way it's supposed to, we need partners. We need brand partners who are going to invest in it and ensure that we can curate the kind of experience we want to. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you this, when we were starting that thing, 2014, look, you could host a great event with like 5,000. The reality today is, even for Sunday events, I mean, you know, though, you do these things.
Yeah.
We tell a stage and sound setup, 100K how you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We tell what the stage and sound setup alone crosses 100K.
Yeah.
So you tell me, if we're to bring it back in an organic, authentic way, you know, will the value configuration work for you? Like, that's the one thing that I think we're waiting to see. Last year we did a strategic partnership with Yarona FM, made great noise, but unfortunately we never managed to pull the trigger because we never had the financial resourcing and backing that you need to pull off something like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see who steps up this year. We've got some good strategic partnerships lined up in terms of venue, sound, and stage.
Yeah.
But we still need partners by what we can make noise
Box yard,
with, you know.
Box yard, make sure you sponsor. Box yard, Salim.
The Shekinah event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Shekinah event. Oh man. Oh man. You know, it's crazy how, like, yo, that was incredible. That was the third birthday, if I remember right. Yeah. And she'd never even been in the country. It's funny. She actually said, her manager, because I think we booked her through Benza, because I used to like engage with Benza a lot via AKA, and that was her first performance outside of South Africa.
Oh, really?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shikana, first time international performance. Ask her. That's Jam for Brunch, baby.
Any last words to the Klass of viewers? What's Zeus for 2025 now? Before we close it down.
Oga, thou shalt not encourage, support, or endorse bitch niggeres. I tell you now. I tell you now. Bitch niggas are a fucking plague. Bitch niggas are a pandemic. What we need to do is get rid of every single bitch nigga in the ecosystem. From politics to corporate to hip hop. We have no time for bitch niggas. Sign outs.
It's your boy Flazer, the motherfucking DJ, the only DJ who can fucking rap. Before we close it down. Hey, Zeus, wait. Kanona robata huka. No robata huka pizza chef Paul. Okay. Yeah.
Let's plug him. Let's plug him. Oh shit. Oh yeah. By the way, I love what all of the small food vendors have done.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Like guys like this, my nigga. Market share wa pizza mo Botswana. Salaka o jewa ke debones. Salaka o jewa ke romenze.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, please, I love the fact that you've got local chefs doing their thing. Right. Yo, love to you. Yeah. Chef Paul, right?
Chef Paul.
Chef Paul's umami pizza. Let's get it.
So have a slice?
This thing is so big. Like this.
Huge. It's humongous.
Where does the slice start and stop? Like
any dog, just take.
This is so wild, dog.
Just take, dog.
So
wild. Just take.
Oh my god, like what?
Feedback.
It is good, I won't lie. My biggest fear was always that
Retiring broke.
it would be too I know. But that is a real fear. My biggest worry was that it would be too doughy. Like there's too many slices and there's too much dough. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I would love to try like a single standard pizza. It's in the layers, you know?
Me think Kotlas, like Kotlas say quite it's stay. No, I can't. But anyway, shout out to Chef Paul, man. Every Thursday, the sponsor I get Chef Paul, sponsor I get Tuli's Corner. Make sure that you go to Malabas Crossing to get the best sneakers, man, in BW. If you fucking build it, they will come.
This is a classic. 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 This is a classic.